In today's video, we're gonna go over the certifications that you can get from the SBA to help you win federal government contracts. All right, let's get into it. Let's start off today's video by explaining what certifications are and how they can help you secure federal government contracts. The first SBA program we're gonna talk about is the 8A Business Development Program, which only lasts 9 years. So before you get into the 8A program, you want to be sure that you are ready to bid on federal government contracts, okay? The second program is the HUBZone program, which stands for the Historically Underutilized Business Zone. These are for businesses that are in underprivileged areas. And the third one is the Veteran-Owned Small Business Program. This program is self-explanatory. It's for our veterans. And all you veterans out there, I just want to say thank you for your service. And the fourth certification is the Woman-Owned Small Business. Now, the Veteran-Owned Small Business Program and the Woman-Owned Small Business Program has two subcategories in which we're going to go over in today's video. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is go to certifications.sba.gov. And as you see here, we have all of the programs listed below. And we're gonna start off by going to the Business Development Program. Boom. And as you see here, this is how you apply for the 8A Business Development Program. In the 8A Business Development Program can truly streamline your company and help you win solicitations. There are multiple benefits from joining the 8A Business Development Program. You can receive set-asides specifically for 8A, and you could also receive sole source contracts. So what we'll do now is go over the qualifications for the 8A program. You have to be a small business, of course. Your company has to be at least 51% owned and controlled by a socially and economically disadvantaged business. You also have to have a personal net worth of less than $850,000 and adjusted gross income of $400,000 or less and assets totaling of $6.5 million or less. And I'm gonna assume if you're here watching this video, you can qualify for this program. It also states you have to demonstrate good character. When you're dealing with the SBA, they're going to thoroughly analyze if you're a good fit for this program. When they say demonstrate good character, they're just gonna call you and have a conversation with you and see where your goal is and what you're trying to do with the 8A Business Development Program. The last qualification is to demonstrate the potential for success, such as having been in business for 2 years. You're going to have to be in business for 2 years. You need to provide tax returns of your business. In the 8A Business Development Program only lasts 9 years. So all you guys out there, if you're looking to get in the 8A Business Development Program, you want to make sure before you do so that you are ready to go. I preach urgency. You have to have urgency when you're doing these things, and the 8A program is no different. You have to be ready to go. If you're looking to get into the 8A program, I advise that you get into the field of government contracting and learn the road, build relationships, establish connections before you apply to the 8A Business Development Program. You don't want to waste any of that time, because after those 9 years are up, you're not allowed to start a new business and then apply for the 8A again. The 8A is a once in a lifetime opportunity of 9 years. All right, the next certification we're going to talk about is the HUBZone certification. As you see here, we have the HUBZone program qualifications. Let's see what we need. Once again, this is a common thing, that 51% ownership and control. So with ownership and control, what they're meaning is in the day-to-day operations, you have to control 51 51% of what is going on. So you have to be the CEO of the company or the COO of the company, which is the Chief Operating Officer or the Chief Executive Officer. And also, your principal office has to be located in a HUBZone. And if you're wondering, how do I know if my business is located in a HUBZone? Well, you could just go over to the certifications.sba.gov. As you see here, we have the HUBZone calculator. That will take us to the HUBZone map. And you could just view the HUBZone map right here. It shows you where HUBZones are located. And the last qualification for HUBZone is you must have at least 35% of your employees living in a HUBZone. What does that mean, you may ask? If you have 10 employees at your company, 4 of them need to live in a HUBZone as well. And with the HUBZone certification, this can boost your business because you will have access to contracts that are set aside specifically for HUBZone businesses. In the next certification we're going to speak about are the veteran-owned small businesses. As you see here, certification eligibility for veterans, once again, you must have 51% veteran ownership. You have to control 51% as well. The next eligibility requirement is your company has to be registered as a small business with sam.gov. And the last eligibility requirement for the veteran-owned small businesses, your size standard has to be according to the available size standards. And there's a subcategory for veteran-owned small businesses, and that is service-disabled veteran-owned small businesses. And for that qualification, it's the same in every other program. 51% of that business must be owned and controlled by a service-disabled veteran. It states that for those veterans who are permanently or totally disabled and unable to manage the daily business operations of their business, they may still qualify if their spouse or appointed permanent caregiver is assisting in that management. For all you veterans out there, I would advise that you apply for these certifications immediately. With the veteran-owned certification, you can bid on VA contracts, and the VA awards a lot of money every year to our veterans. So if you are a veteran out there, I really want to stress to you, you need to apply for this certification and boost your business. In the next certification we're going to talk about is the women-owned small business. All right, to be eligible for the women-owned small business certification, 51% of the company has to be owned and controlled by a woman. The woman must manage day-to-day operations and able to make long-term decisions for that business. As I stated earlier, there is also a subcategory for the woman-owned small business, and that is the economically disadvantaged woman-owned small business. For that certification, you're going to need to meet these requirements here. Your company is going to need to be owned and controlled by one or more women with a personal net worth less than $850,000. Also, it must be owned and controlled by one or more women with $400,000 or less in adjusted gross income. And lastly, the women who own the company's total assets cannot be more than $6.5 million. We have one more certification that you can have, and that is the minority-owned business. And for this certification, you don't need to apply. When you register your company in the system for sam.gov, you want to check the box that says your business is a minority-owned business. And as you saw in all the other certifications regulations that 51% must be owned and controlled by a minority in order to be classified as a minority-owned business. I hope you got value out of today's video. It is my goal and my mission to bring you as much value as possible. You guys all go out and do your part and go vote. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. As always, drop a like, hit subscribe, lead your advisor out.
Waking up to a brand new day, with sunshine chasing the clouds away. Got my boots on, ready to roam. In my heart I know I'm never alone. With each step I feel so alive. In this journey I know I'll thrive. Holding on, staying strong, I believe. With each challenge, new strength I receive. No mountain too high, no river too wide. I'll keep pushing forward, with love as my guide. Oh, 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 oh. Through the valleys and up the peaks, listening close, hear the world speak. With a smile on my face, I face the storm. Believing in myself, I will transform. Holding on tight, never letting go. In the rhythm of life, watch me glow. Holding on, staying strong, I believe. With each challenge, new strength I receive. No mountain too high, no river too wide. I'll keep pushing forward, with love as my guide. Oh, 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 oh. Holding on tight, never letting go. In the rhythm of life, watch me glow. Holding on, staying strong, I believe. With each challenge, new strength I receive. No mountain too high, no river too wide. I'll keep pushing forward, with love as my guide. With a heart full of faith I carry on. In this beautiful world I belong.